So hey everybody, a new chapter today. Today is chapter 5, and the title of the chapter is Back to Edenton and Junior Barner. And you'll understand what Junior Barner or who Junior Barner is later on in the blog. So as always, want to thank everyone for showing up and watching and viewing, and just thanks a whole lot for continuing to do that. I'm trying to keep it fresh for you guys and interesting. So thanks a lot for doing that. So today, again, is chapter 5, and this is actually where I started traveling all over the world. And also I wanted to introduce the newest member of my family at that time, which was 1965, was Angela Michelle Coleman, which was my stepsister. She was born in that year, a tenacious baby girl, both then and now. So, props out to her. So where we are at this time is, again, 1965, and this was, we were in the middle of the Vietnam War, which was 1955 to about 1975. So Jesse was now a captain, my stepfather was now a captain in the United States Army. He was commanded to serve that first tour of duty in Vietnam during that 1965 year. His job was called a quartermaster. So the quartermaster's job was the head of logistics, and what that means is that he was responsible for all the material distribution, tanks, guns, all that kind of stuff to all the officers in Vietnam and at that camp and throughout the region there. So since my mom and I couldn't go with him, obviously, we moved back from Petersburg, Virginia, to Edenton, North Carolina, which is was kind of a home base, you'll see, for my mom and myself and Angela at this point. So my mom found a small two-bedroom apartment right across the street from the school where I was going to be attending. So that information comes real handy later. So I was going to be attending the same school as my grandfather worked, so that was also convenient. So it's pretty cool. Those of you that know me know I'm not really into Ebonics, so moving back to rural North Carolina and South and moving there from a big city was quite a bit of a culture shock for me. So also at that time, Edenton was still segregated. So you guys going, what? Yeah, it was still segregated. So, all the white kids went to one school and all the black kids went to another school. So guess where I ended up? So, as you probably know, I probably stuck out like a sore thumb there, which brings me to my first encounter with Junior. Junior Barner was his name. And Junior was about the same age as I was, except he was much bigger than I was. And I don't want to sound like an asshole, but he had a head and a face like a chimpanzee. He's just incredible. That's what he looked like. The whole reason I got to this fight was that he said to me, you talk proper. And so for those of you that don't know what that means, basically I spoke well, and people there during that time in the South they spoke with a drawl, and they spoke somewhat improper English. I don't want to be mean or bad or weird, but it's just different at that point in time, how people spoke in a small southern town. So if you didn't speak with correct enunciation, then you're kind of made to feel bad about that. So, and I was, somewhat of an outsider anyway, coming from Virginia. So how that started was Junior said he's gonna kick my ass, basically, for being who I was, and he waited for me outside the school And so school ended. I walked out, and he was there waiting for me, obviously. And so he kind of lunged at me, and I kind of swung, and like nothing but air. So I missed him, and so I thought, oh crap, I need to run. So I ran, and luckily, like I said, my mother, the apartment that we were living in was right across the street. So I was able to run across the street home, where my mother kind of saw the whole exchange and was waiting for me. And of course, my mom said, "Hey, you better not mess with my boy. Leave my boy alone." And so we'll see that that was not a really good situation for me. So thank God, I live right across the street, and I was only in Edenton for a year. So we moved, to another place after that, which I will tell you about in the next chapter. So anyway, that's it for today. Again, as always, thanks so much. And we're going to be getting into the high school years in the next couple chapters and everything. So again, thanks a lot, guys, for watching, and I'll see you. Have a good weekend. Thanks.